The third question of the exercise says, not including the factor provided, find two numbers less than 20 that have, this question has two parts. In the first part, an HCF of 2 and an HCF of 6. So taking a start with the very first one, what do we do? The HCF of 2. So when two numbers have a given HCF, it means that number is the biggest common factor they share. So instead of randomly picking numbers, we should construct number using that HCF as a starting point. So for the first one, for the highest common factor of 2, the conditions that we have to consider that both numbers must be multiple of 2. Multiple of 2 because 2 must divide both, and then they should not share any thing bigger than 2, not share a factor bigger than 2. And why? Because they must not both be multiple of 4, 6 or 8 in a way that creates a larger common factor if they are having any bigger factor. And the third condition that we have to consider is that again, as I mentioned, we have to, which is mentioned in the question, that the number should be less than 20. So in here I came across two numbers 6 and 8, so they are less than 20. So 6, it is 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6, and 8 equal to multiplied by 4 is equal to 8. So then what do is in here, in both of them, the common factor is only 2. As you can see in here, we can express the factor of both of them, and then we come across the highest common factor as 2. I have had another number as well, that is 10 and 14. So for 10, the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10, and for 14 it is 1, 2, 7 and 14. So in both of them, as you can see, 2 is the highest common factor. For the HCF of 6, the highest common factor has to be 6. What does this mean? That both numbers must be the multiple of 2. As in here, we found that number to be the multiple of 2. In here, it should be the multiple of 6. So let's say we are having 6 and 12, because 6 into 1 is equal to 6, and 6 into 2 is equal to 12. So both of them are the multiple of 6. They should not share any bigger factor than 6. So we express their factors and see that 6 is the highest common factor between these two numbers. So in here, the highest common factor that is between these two numbers is 6. It fulfills the requirement or the conditions mentioned in the question. It is number that is less than 20, and for the first one it is an HCF of 2, and the second one an HCF of 6. I also have found other two numbers, that is 6 and 18. Again, if you see their factors, 6 is the highest common factor. So that's how we find the factor. As I have mentioned earlier, we are using two different methods, factor pair and the division method, in order to identify the different factors for the different numbers. So we can easily find that and solve our question. I hope it was clear. Happy learning!